Yes. Episode.
Tari.
It's 30 or 29?
It's definitely
30? Farms.
We're out here, man.
We're past the 20s.
We are big boys now.
Just like that. Our back pains, knee, the whole teens.
It's a crazy stuff. It's almost like we're adults now.
First of all, welcome back, bro.
Yes.
I heard you were dodging malaria, dodging. What else is that? Typhoid.
The amount of dodging that
You were dodging. It was just dodging.
You know what's crazy?
Talk to me.
The amount of medicine they make you take before you leave the United States.
No, yeah, that's how it is though. Even when I went to China, the shots and all that you got to take.
What were you doing in China?
It's a different ecosystem.
What were you doing in the land of Shanghai?
Winning souls, my
In
brother.
the Hong Kong?
Wow, Hong Kong.
Wow. You are looking for donkey?
I was winning souls.
Wow.
First of all, welcome people to episode 30
Welcome.
No Wahala.
That's it.
You got to put sauce in that H.
Absolutely.
People be telling me, I'm listening to your show. No Wahala.
Is important.
No. Wah.
Yes.
Wah. If there's phlegm, it will fly out.
Phlegm is important.
No Wahala.
Phlegm is
Hala.
there. Phlegm day.
And when you say things like that, Wahala, people know you have, some sauce, some flavor to you. But not just, where'd you get that call from?
Ramadan season called me again.
Is that a Nigerian call?
It's a Nigerian coffee.
Wow.
All the dust from Agege.
Do we have Panadol for you?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Why are we recording so soon?
Sorry.
I should have stayed.
I'm sorry.
I should have never left my house.
No, so basically what happened was all that
You
dust.
didn't welcome the people. First.
Oh, yes, I did. I said
This is
welcome.
episode 30,
Episode 30, y'all.
of No Wahala.
No Wahala, the podcast.
Thank you, guys. This is the first episode of 2019.
Literally.
And you want to start by being rude to our listeners.
I'm apologize. Please.
Apologize to them.
Please forgive me, everybody.
Undo it.
I didn't mean to be too forward. Let me step back a little bit. First, I want to thank all of you for joining us on our first episode of 2019. My name is Tunde. I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Lord Bawo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We out here. I'm saying shouts to shouts to all my, the pop bottles in the club. You know what I'm saying? We out here. You know what I'm saying?
Bottles that's what you're doing.
That's it. We popping bottles.
We don't have
man.
money for that. We don't have money
I'm
for
saying
that.
all my
That's
ninjas,
not
we
in
out
the
here popping
budget.
bottles in the club, man.
That's not in the budget.
Do you not like money?
We do.
Do you not like money?
We do.
I'm just trying to pop bottles, man.
I heard you. My bad, bro.
So the reason why
Usually I sound like you're whispering in somebody's daughter's ear is...
First, I have to apologize to everyone because my voice sounds crazy.
No, it sounds like you're talking to somebody's daughter.
Nah, the dust in Nigeria is different. So basically, the minute you got off the plane, you could feel the air around you just changing the
Break it down. Break it down. So obviously, if you don't know, well, I'm not sure if everyone knows. Tunde went to Nigeria. But for those who don't know, Tunde was one of the I just got back kids.
Jesus.
He was there in Nigeria. Letting people know, I'm here, but I'm not really from here, innit? And he was walking around with his do-rag flapping.
How dare you to say that?
Talking about, oh my God, is the chicken always this tough?
Wow.
Things as such. But now,
When did they make Heineken bottles the size of gallons of water?
Right. Oh my God, what happened to the light? Somebody turn the light back on.
Oh my God, is
Why
this
is the
goat?
generator so loud?
You guys eat goat? What is this?
Ugh.
Goat meat.
Ugh.
What is this, water?
So but your man
Goat cheese?
was in Nigeria and Ghana.
Yes, Akwaba.
Lagos to Ibadan to Accra.
Akwaba teams.
Did you touch Kumasi?
Do what?
You didn't touch Kumasi.
Oh, no. Guy, that's
stayed in
Ghana.
Accra? Yeah.
I stayed in Accra.
Okay.
I didn't go too far past East Legon. You know what I'm saying? I was eating the bankotins.
Oh.
I was bankulized.
You were taking it easy?
Oh, wow. Pause.
Mr. Easy.
Please pause yourself. Please pause.
Wow.
It's okay.
Sorry,
but I was
you were taking it
bankulized.
easy?
No, I was not taking anything.
Wow.
All I'm saying is the minute I got off that plane, dog,
in Nigeria,
you could just feel the biochemical warfare of the air.
So wait, why weren't you? I'm gonna call you out too.
Wow.
Why are you not calling Nigeria out? Are you scared to call Nigeria out?
What do you mean?
Because none of y'all were calling Nigeria out like, yo, this place is dusty.
I did. I very much critiqued Nigeria while I was there.
The
difference is I didn't identify myself because, I don't know what the Northerners. I don't know what
Oh no, they're not playing with
I don't
you.
know what tactics they have to like
They
track
didn't
people
come here
down.
to play with you, blue passports.
No. You know, I use style to critique things. I use the, funny to get around certain things.
Phone.
But yeah, the minute walked out the plane, definitely felt the bio warfare on my lungs. Couldn't really breathe too well. It kind of incapacitated me like 2-3 days in. The food was fire, but the air quality was just bothering me in certain parts of Lagos, especially parts that were a little more rural.
Right.
When you're in VI and Lekki and Ikoyi and all the, the nicer parts of Lagos, you don't really feel it as much. I mean, you definitely feel traffic. You definitely feel how slow things move.
Right.
But when you go to places like Ifako and like deep in like Surulere or like, Yaba, when you're deep in those parts of Lagos, like that dust, oh my goodness, that dust will just enter your throat small.
It humbles you.
That dust will just overtake you.
So dust was a big thing.
Dust was the thing. And then spent about a week in Lagos, saw family, did a lot of work. It was really cool. And then went to Ghana. See, that dust is still killing me.
It's still there.
Still there.
The remnants.
We have to do night vigil.
But just cough downwards.
Sorry.
Don't bring anything this side.
Yeah, we thank God.
Dab it.
Yeah, dab Sweeney.
Full on dab.
We are full one dab. So yeah, then Accra was fire.
I just need you to know you sound like you've done like 10 conferences.
I appreciate you.
Like it sounds like, you've been working.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what happened. I mean,
You did that or you're like the yin yang triplets. Like,
wow.
It's just a lot of.
Wow.
But it's smooth, but it's
How you
just.
doing over there? Let me whisper.
Okay. Please don't say that to me ever again.
I was not saying it to
I'm
you.
begging
I was
you.
saying it to.
I'm begging you.
I was not saying.
I'll call your mom.
Wow.
I'll report you.
The crazy shit is I actually believe you, so I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, mom, he's whispering in my ear.
What did my son do?
Pass him the phone.
Bro, what did my son do?
He whispered in my ear.
That's
Mom.
not my son.
No.
No way, my son would do that.
It's on speaker now, mom.
No
So.
Umba Tunde. Tunde.
Just like that. So you are doing the whisper. I don't know if you are sexy.
Kini
You're
Mumbai.
trying to be sexy. You're trying to, claim new people's daughters, but just letting you know what's happening.
As my father would say, know the son of whom you are. That's it. Yeah, Ghana was fun. Comparing a lot of the people that I went with were comparing Accra to Lagos. And let me just say that Lagos could have done much better. I mean, from the airport all the way down to where we stayed. Like, once we got out the airplane in Accra, dog, you could tell the difference between Accra and Lagos. And while, obviously you could claim that it was a nice tourism budget in Ghana that made Accra look that much prettier than Lagos, but man, it was hard to argue with people that have never been to Africa before and their critique.
This is the first.
You know what I'm saying? Their first time on the continent, right. Comparing Lagos to Accra, and the minute you get out the Lagos, you get out your airplane in Lagos, and you're getting hounded by, little girl named Kasali,
and anything for the boys crowd,
and Femi outside the airplane.
Shout out to the siren doing its
there's
thing
definitely
right now.
somebody that's trying to get to the hospital right now.
We pray they make it there.
Amen. Amen.
Carry on.
May we not see the spirit of ambulance.
Amen.
May we not see the spirit of win-win.
Amen.
May we not see the spirit of ping pong, ping pong.
Okay, I'll stop at the last.
Amen. No. There's a bunch.
So yeah, comparing Lagos to
Accra, man. I mean, for us, we're from Nigeria, so obviously when we can critique with style.
No, it's like talking about your parents.
Yeah.
You and your sibling complain about your parents, but when somebody else jumps in, it's like,
damn, cousin Jamal's breast stinks.
Right. Like you're not allowed to speak on certain things.
Exactly. But that's kind of how we felt about Lagos. Like all the things that frustrated many of the people that have never been to Nigeria before, it was like, oh, the power just went out. That's normal, Right. But then you go to Accra and it's like
it's standard.
Everything is just there.
It's just they have life. They have life to throw away.
I realized
throw away lights.
Accra made me realize why when Nigerians and Ghanaians like have their fake beefs in like New York or Cali, now I understand why Ghanaians are so reserved when they're in these conversations about, especially about jollof. They're just like, you people.
Well-charged phones. They're not out here arguing with us.
They're
They're not in a rush.
They're like, come to Ghana.
Now, lack of lights, they rush Nigeria people.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
There's nothing to compare. Like, I've been told, like, I am a proud Nigerian man, right?
Yeah.
But I, like, anything in which I respect or love, I hold in a higher regard.
Yeah.
And if we were ever to just, like, let's just even it out and compare Lagos to Accra, the things I've seen, don't even, like, things I've seen, what I've heard, Lagos is not touching Accra. I'm sorry. And I know size-wise, it's like, Accra is smaller, blah, blah, blah. But where's the square roots in Lagos where it's like, okay, it's popping over here. Compare this to Accra because it's small. Like, no, so fams, it's very shameful.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're still, having grandfathers fight for who wants to run our country, even worse, because I know it's election year this year.
Facts.
And we might lose 2 presidents in 1 year.
This is true. Also, another thing I noticed in Lagos,
we'll touch that later.
There were like 2 people running for various,
and one has more money in campaign, I've heard.
Literally, like every part of Lagos.
Everywhere.
Basically, every part of Lagos was covered by this guy. Mm-hmm. He covered buildings, covered cars. Sanwo-Olu. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I guess that's what it was. But literally, dog, I would go to sleep and dream about this guy. Pause.
No, that's what you're into when you're out there. That's what you're into. Everybody lives a mysterious life.
He was on highway billboards. Mm-hmm. He was on the radio. Mm-hmm. He was on NTA. I almost said AIT like it's 10 years ago. Wild. AIT.
Give them
African Independent Television. Yeah, none of that.
And did you touch all the phases in Lekki?
I touched. So
how many phases?
My ignorance, I used to think that phase 1 was the only phase that was completed, right? Oh. I got there and realized, wow, I have family that are living in phase 2.
Phase 2?
Phase 2.
Oh, you were in the second phase?
I was in number 2.
Wow.
I said, wow, this is a
How
place.
How many phases did so? Just 1 and 2?
I only located 2 phases.
There are more phases.
I'm sure there's a third one somewhere there.
Listen,
I'm sure there's even a 4th one, maybe in the area.
Listen.
It's touching
Lekki is not a faceless God. There are phases.
The many-faced God.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well done.
The many-faced.
I am proud of you, guy.
For the Game of Thrones people, you guys, I was trying to lead it there, but soon they cut that.
I was going to say winter is coming, but we are already in winter.
No. Harmattan is coming.
Harmattan is here. Wow.
But yes, definitely many-faced Lekki.
Yeah, man.
So you touched 2 parts of Lekki.
I touched
just there. Was it a different vibe? Lekki phase 1, Lekki phase 2.
Phase 1 is Lekki that.
Because I saw.
You saw who? You saw
tweeted, Accra is a vibe.
Sorry, can we not mention culture vultures on this podcast?
It's a vibe, like the whole city and states with human beings. The whole thing is a vibe. You people,
back to important things.
Listen, man, you go to my continent and touch any land and say it's a vibe. You should. Well, let me chill.
Yeah, I'm not addressing any culture
chill.
vultures.
It's a new year. Yeah. I'll let till the year like marinates a little more, then I'll start talking my shit.
Anyways, we did see a couple of culture vultures out there, but together we push is all I'm going to say.
Well, I blame everybody that's treating their motherland like a tourist destination.
Yeah, I definitely called some people.
That's the problem. Because if you don't go, if you're going to go back home and act like your mother's sisters, uncle, brother, like you have family out there, B. You're not just coming in to go and enter a club and go to concerts and link at governors' homes and president's backyard and, eat suya.
Is that a shot? Drink.
No. There are people that don't make any kind of connection to the country.
You're absolutely right.
When they can.
Absolutely right.
You know what I mean? Like, some people fly home and come right back.
That's the fact.
And there's no evidence that you were there.
None.
And then some people go home and just link with the same dudes and chicks that you're linking here.
Yep.
If you're in Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, Senegal, wherever it is, if you're in these places and all you're doing is taking pictures with the same people you take pictures with here, that's a waste of money and time.
Absolutely.
There's so much that could be done.
I agree.
And it's so like with the difference in currency and with what it is we're exposed to here and our norms. Like if you don't go back and leave something or give something, that's a waste. If I go to Europe, if I go to China, if I'm in Asia, if I go to South America, my connection is limited there, right? You know what I mean? So it's not like anything I do is overdoing it. But if I have a connection to it, or if I see some kids, I build with some kids. Like I've had friends that went to Cuba or Mexico actually, and went to the schools and taught the kids. You know, because it was an English class, so they actually answered questions. You know what I mean? Like for the kids, that's still something, right? You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
Like you could leave with, and even that you're leaving with something. You know what I'm saying? So now I would see people like understand if you're there for business, you're there for business. So you're working. You know what I mean? So it's not a pleasure trip. But there are people who went back home and just jonesed.
Yeah, I mean, you're
like they treated that shit like Miami for Labor Day.
We're definitely subbing people that we know, but you know.
No, listen, I'm gonna talk about this shit and I'm gonna post it on Instagram, and I hope one of you who wasn't raised well comes back and says some shit to me, and I will play you, and you will get played very well because it's just so disrespectful to the land and the culture.
I agree with you.
Like I have most of my family here and in Europe. So I have places I could stay and all that, but there's no way I'm not going to do something back home. There's no way I'm not going to link with people. There's no way I'm not going to shake somebody's hands and put money in their hands or something, or talk to them and see what it is we can do, because I know where I'm at. Like I'm at a different age where I can at least do something. So that's my thing. And okay, now if you go to your grandma, your aunt, you got to live with something. You know, you're going to see them. But a lot of people like. I didn't see them with nobody but Americans and British people.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, in Ghana, like, yo, bruh, you don't have nothing?
I saw that too. What I will say is I definitely tried to make sure that as much work as I had to do over there, I definitely tried to connect with.
You're connecting with artists, right?
Yeah, connecting with artists, but
right.
not just entertainers, but
no,
regular
but that's
people
what I'm
too.
saying. If you can help them with their hustle, you've done something.
Sure.
Because that's the lane in which you can affect their lives.
Sure.
Right? If you were somebody that was doing a thing with books and you're linking with writers, or you're out here giving notebooks, whatever it is, that's your lane and that's your comfort.
Sure.
Right? So now that's what I'm saying. If you build with artists and it's not just celeb artists, but you're like linking with like dudes working and trying to see how you could help them change your life, or put them on a better path, or give them a platform, that's something. You know what I'm saying? But there are people with platforms that just go in there and just leaving with this. You know what I'm saying?
I saw that my whole trip for sure.
That's why it's not a sub to you. It really
No.
isn't.
I know it's not.
Yeah. So it's just like
I'm saying people are coming to mind that I was around.
Right, and it
applies to for sure.
Absolutely sad. It's absolutely sad.
It is, but they're about everyone. What I experienced is that, especially in Lagos, like I bumped into people that were just kind of there to be there. They had their own agenda, I'm sure, but some of them just wanted to go and say they were there.
No, because it's now a thing, and we have to address this shit early. Because next year now is going to be way more people back home, and on and on and on and on. So if we don't start normalizing certain things, like when you go back home, do one thing, touch one life, change one. Because $100 changed to Naira means a whole lot.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So even if you give somebody a 20, it could do something for their day.
I ended up having to give somebody $100 while I was there because I left my phone. So in Lagos, on Christmas Day, just like being focused on gifts and seeing family and stuff, I was heading to see my grandmother and the family on Christmas Day, and on my way to head towards them, I left my phone in the backseat of a random taxi cab in Lagos, Nigeria. Mind you, Christmas Day. So I didn't realize that I left my phone in this cab until after I got out the car, and it had been like 10 minutes after the car had pulled off. Mind you, it wasn't an Uber, it wasn't a Taxify, it was a regular cab. Now, what happened immediately after that will shock you, but I couldn't have written it better. Like if it was a movie, it wouldn't even make sense. So basically, after I realized the taxi had pulled off, I freaked out. Tried to fly, like I couldn't even think about how I was gonna get my phone back. So I called my dad and let him know, like, hey Pop, like, my cell phone is gone. I had to go all the way back to my hotel, and basically call my dad with the hotel phone and be like, Pops, cell phone's gone, left in the back of a cab. I know I'm stupid. He goes, did you get the license plate number? Funny enough, I did, because the hotel that I was at was able to catch the license plate from the cars that pulled out of the complex. So I did have the license plate number, gave it to my dad. My dad said, give me 30 minutes and I'll call you back. Hung up the phone. 3 hours later, my dad calls back and says, the driver's on his way back to give you your phone. I don't know what my dad did. I don't know who he called, but 3 hours later,
Pop's making shit happen.
This is the phone.
Wow.
This is the phone. Got it back. So, and the driver was thanking me when he gave me my phone back. So I don't know who gave the order or who was called, but something happened.
Off your license plate.
Something happened.
Pops
calling shots. That was crazy story number one. Crazy story number two. 2 days after that, Burna Boy's concert. No, I think it was either the day after, the 2 days after, whatever. Burna Boy had his concert at Echo Hotel. Mm-hmm. Yes. So Wiz hits me, yo, come by, let's go see Burna's show. Mm-hmm. I said, all right. So we pull up.
Right.
Me and my homegirl, you know Nana. Nana. Yeah. So we pull up.
Okay.
And everything's cool. Security. We have security. They're escorting us to the front. Everything's cool. People didn't realize that we were at Wiz because Wiz was dressed down. So by the time we got to the front, where we're all going through security at the gate to actually enter the venue, the fans realized it was WizKid and bugged the hell out. Like, everybody lost it. Mm. It was at that moment that everybody was chill. Then you have people swarming around you, and now everybody's tapping your pockets.
Of course.
Everybody's feeling your shirt.
We talked about this in the episode.
We did. Yeah. And they got me, bruh.
Damn.
They got me because I didn't realize that when they were tapping me like this, they were actually trying to feel if I had a wallet, phone. Yeah. They were looking for my phone, but I was holding my phone in my hand. So they didn't get my phone, but they got my wallet. They got all the cash that was in my pocket. And I don't know how, till this day, I still don't know how they did that, because I felt as if I had everything on me when I got pulled through the gate. Mm-hmm. But immediately when I got pulled through the gate, I realized that my wallet was gone. So I panic, mind you. Credit cards, driver's license, everything in that wallet gone. I couldn't even enjoy the concert. I had to tell Wiz and DJ Tunes and everyone, like, have fun. Like, I gotta go back to. I gotta find a way back to my hotel and just call it a night and try to recuperate tomorrow. And I just thought about having to call my dad again and be like, Pops,
I'm not sure who.
No, I know I got my phone back. Oh, thank you so much. But honestly, you can't help me with this one. No.
One more.
Gone. So that was that. A few friends of mine happened to be walking around after I decided to leave the venue, and they were like, "Yo, let's." I told them the story. They were like, "Wow, sorry, this is Lagos for you. You should have known better.
Lagos is different."
Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, "You guys are idiots. I don't want to hear that."
You think moves fast here, moves even faster out there, bro.
Anyone that thinks they are the biggest hustler in New York, go to Lagos for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I was convinced that nobody could touch me over there.
And he touched me.
What's worse is that it was probably somebody that was like having a conversation with me after.
Of course. You got to calm you down after. Get your mind off the robbery.
Oh my gosh, it was crazy. So, long story short, following morning, I'm in my hotel room and I get a phone call and I pick up and No. This is Nigeria. It's not.
Double the double ring. I got you.
Hello.
Can I please speak to Mr. Tunde?
Speaking.
Hi, Mr. Tunde. We have somebody on the line that is saying they're calling from Surulere. They said they found your wallet with
Wow.
three credit cards in them, a yellow,
You were moving with your credit cards out there?
a yellow card,
Wow.
some cash in it, about 20,000, and then
$20,000?
a condom. They're just things in there. Do you want to take this call?
I said, yo, when I tell you everything that was described, if I thought it was fraud, the way she was trying to describe the New York City Metro card, because they don't, obviously they don't know.
A yellow plastic, something like that, and a condom.
And once she said condom, I was like, that's my wallet.
Shame on you. Well,
Guy,
be safe, Sha.
this is Lagos.
Be safe.
Not even that I was flogging anything, but sometimes your friends will flog things and need protection from
You
you.
were there for your friend.
That's it. I'm there for my
Thank
friends.
you for being a friend.
Tunde, please. Do you have extra condom on you? Yes, my guy. Because you are a disgusting goat, I will make sure you are protected. Anyways, so lady on the other end is the hotel staff. So she was like, she didn't want to give the person that called, that found my wallet, my number. So she called my room first to confirm that I was missing a wallet, and if I wanted to connect with the person. She made it happen. And then I found out that the kid actually found my wallet the night before, like immediately after I lost it.
Oh, wow.
He found it, called the hotel after he found my hotel room, like my room key in my wallet, tried to call, and the hotel thought it was a fraud and hung up on him. So he called the morning after, like, yo, this guy may really be locked out of his hotel. Like, they were like concerned. And I was like, wow, in Lagos, Nigeria, someone actually thought to not just call once, but call twice to help somebody else. Oh, all the stories you have about Nigeria being a terrible place, and a good Samaritan made it happen twice. Long story short, too, and this is the fourth long story short of the story. Man's happened to be extended family. One, didn't know that I was in Nigeria because remember I was supposed to go to visit fam on Christmas Day. Didn't make it because I got my phone stolen. Day wasted, right? So none of them knew I was in Nigeria. It was supposed to be a surprise. Extended fam found my wallet in that pile
Insane.
at Echo Hotel.
Better be paying your tithe and offering, bro.
When I tell you my prayers were just manifold that day. I made sure I gave them $100 in Naira after they brought me my wallet back, and I sent them with a palm wine as well.
Wow.
I sent them with palm wine. So
That's
enjoy your
wild.
Christmas.
Pay your tithe and offering. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, got my wallet back, got my phone back. I'm not mad at anybody.
Wow.
So yeah, I brought in the new year with mad blessings, and then I almost was about to just fly back to New York because I figured if I didn't have my wallet, license, anything, like a credit cards, nothing, like how am I gonna be able to check into my hotel? How am I gonna spend money? I was hurting, bro. Like I had canceled some of my credit cards already, like that night because I thought I would like they were gone forever. And then I had to basically call them to uncancel them the second day when I got my shit back. And then I went to Ghana and then everything just, turned on from there.
See, so no issues in Ghana.
No, dog, when I tell you
So
that I was
feel
in
different
Ghana,
about all them Ghanaian comments. What would you like to say to our Ghanaian listeners? Talk to them about your time in
to be
Accra.
honest with you,
Talk to them about your time in Accra.
if things don't improve in Lagos in the next 24 months, I may become Mr. Easy.
Wow.
I may become Mr.
From
Medium.
Lagos to Accra.
I may become Mr. Medium. I may just move to Kakom National Park.
Hey.
I may just,
Ajay.
I may just bankulize myself.
Wow.
I may start putting shitter on my
So
on
you
my
actually
foods.
so Ghana is a wave.
I will say that Accra was just
Special?
a smoother experience. It wasn't perfect though, but it was levels ahead of Lagos.
Levels.
And
Like
the reason
what's-
why I'm happy that I experienced it myself is because it's a wake up call to Nigerians that are like, oh, well, everything is like, I don't know a lot of Nigerians that see the opportunity to change things there and are willing to do something about it. I think everybody's kind of everyone is kind of waiting for an administration or a president or a bunch of local government areas to fix things.
Right.
But what I saw in Ghana is that literally the government and the president from the top to bottom they're working to improve the perception of the country to everyone, especially the diaspora. They're trying to get people from the diaspora to come back to Ghana. And that's in Ghana. So the President Nana,
guy looks smooth, by the way. He looks like he got personality.
Nice guy, man. We had breakfast with him.
Right. I saw.
Yeah, he was a very, very awesome dude, and super insightful. Understands where the cultural gaps are between African Americans in the diaspora and West Africa, and understanding where other leaders have had opportunities to get the diaspora to reinvest into African countries, but they just haven't, because they haven't felt as if they had. Black Americans have always pretty much spread the message of, we should repatriate, we should go back to Africa. But I feel like this trip was the first time I ever heard African leaders reaching out to Black Americans, being like, yeah, you're welcome, come back. Like, we have a place for you if you want to come back. So that was big for even a lot of the people that we were with, Black Americans that we were with, were sharing the same sentiments. They were like, this is the first time I've ever had an African leader tell me to my face, yo, come home. Like, we here.
Wow.
So
that means a lot.
It does. It just shows you where the priorities of some countries are, and which countries are gonna get it. Which countries I hope will get it right in the next few years, because
no hopes over here, fams.
It's gonna be interesting. There's a lot of Nigerians in diaspora that I
they
guarantee you are not thinking of coming
passports, back. So
yeah, man, ECOWAS, man.
So
how many Nigerians that are ready to move back to Nigeria to change it?
To change it?
To fix it.
There are people that would like to help, but ready to move back. No, I don't think anyone. Personally, I don't think any Nigerian should move back to Nigeria. To do what?
And I know a lot of Black Americans that are ready to move back to Ghana tomorrow.
I get, and that's again, I have yet to step foot in Ghana, right? But I'm well aware of what goes on, because I keep up with people that are about part of it. And I just, I keep up with the news and I see things going on there.
Absolutely.
But Nigeria, I'm a lot more connected to. I know people that live in Nigeria. I know rich people that live in Nigeria. And I know not so rich people that live in Nigeria. And I have healthy, free communication with those people. Not so rich people tell me don't move back.
Absolutely.
Very rich people tell me don't move back.
Yeah, same.
So
I was in Banana Island, my third day into the Lagos trip, and these are very ultra wealthy people, right? And I was telling them, hey, here are my ideas for at least having some sort of foothold in in Nigeria in the next few years, and they were like, why would you move back? These are people that are like the 1%. Why would you move back?
Why would you even think about it?
Why would you move back?
Yeah, because it's like there's not the life. Like, I was talking to someone that was Nigerian. We were talking about the different level of what's considered suffering, And I always think about that Biggie line, "A nigga never been as broke as me,"
Yeah.
And it's just like the level of what's broke here and the level of what's broke back home is two different things. You know what I mean? Like broke here, there's government assistance, there's, being secured, there's being able to put shit on a credit card, without having money. Like there's just so many ways in which things are different here than the bottom here and the bottom back home are two different things.
Yes, and and part of the reason why that is, before the first military coup in Nigeria in the 70s, that basically Nigeria was on track to be to operate the same way.
Yes.
Like, people were happy in Nigeria prior to 1979, 1978.
In the 70s, Nigeria was in competition with whoever you wanted to put them in front of.
I always say Shagari was the last great president in Nigeria, and he just passed away. R.I.P. President Shagari. But yeah, after he took the presidency, basically that was when the coup happened and Buhari took over with the military coup, right? And that's where things kind of went downhill from there.
Well, I don't obviously we're in a lot for that, so everything is hearsay. But
and he's the president now.
From what we've seen, like, I was around Abacha. I've seen it's just hasn't gotten any better. You know,
Because
there's just certain things where it's
greed.
just like you could fall forward, but they're not steps forward. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing in which we can compare for what we've been potential for so long and we're still potential.
Well, because everybody that gets into power there, once the military government took over, basically, is like, oh, whatever I can get my hands on, I'm just going to take it for myself and for my people, and I'm going to hide everything in a corner so
you don't
only
have
1% can
people
access it.
who have a background in actual non-military men that just have a political background of actually serving the people.
No, they operate as dictators.
Yeah, so well, I guess the previous president, I don't know if he had Goodluck Jonathan. I don't know his military background.
I think Goodluck Johnson.
Jonathan.
Oh wow, Goodluck Johnson. We just invented a whole new president in Nigeria.
I think that's the Liberian president. His name was Johnson.
You're right. Goodluck Jonathan, rather. Depending on who you ask, they'll tell you he was a great president. Depending on who you ask, they'll tell you he was a terrible president.
Mm-hmm.
I think each president that has taken the reins of Nigeria has definitely benefited certain states over others.
Of course. It's a country of tribes, you know what I mean?
So I'm looking forward to a future Nigeria that is either broken up and reverted to reverted to borderlines that existed pre-colonialism, which would make the most sense. Cool. Make Biafra land, make Yoruba land, make Igbo land. Will that be a Biafra land?
No.
Hausa land, or Fulani land, whatever. Do that. I think if that happened, that would be the most ideal solution. The problem is, immediately, Igbo land, Delta land would be arguably the richest,
based off space and wealth,
based off of oil and all natural resources.
Yeah, and then just like what would then be dependent on it would be less states or cities or people.
Correct.
So I don't know.
I think that's what Nigeria is afraid of.
I don't even know what the next step is, so I can't even. Those who are there know a whole lot more.
Nigeria was built to fail, man.
It's built to be dependent on the powers that created it.
Love the people that live within the borders, but it just like the British knew what they were doing when they created those artificial boundaries. You would have to convince basically Nigeria, Ghana, Togo, and Benin Republic
to work together.
Cameroon.
No, yeah, Cameroon as well.
Cameroon. You would have to essentially convince all of them to relinquish their borders in order to
reconstruct certain things.
Yeah. And good luck. Imagine how West Africa would look if the British and Portuguese never colonialized it. Like people in Benin Republic that speak French and Yoruba. A lot of people in Nigeria don't even know they exist.
No, they don't. And they don't even know how much connections they have with these people.
Same way a lot of people don't know they're Igbos in Cameroon. A lot of people don't know Hausas are in Ghana.
No, a whole lot of houses in Ghana.
Hausas are the ruling majority.
Every time I see certain Ghanaian people, I'd be like, I met a Ghanaian guy and he was talking, it's an Igbo man, like he's full Ghanaian. He was like, yeah, my roots are Igbo. Like, because like when you're West African, you can tell people by their facial features and the way they look and their length and pause.
Wow.
That's their heights.
Sorry.
Wow.
You are disgusting.
I can't tell.
Yo.
Oh, man. But nah, seriously.
Surviving
But we're going to wrap that up because we're going to be in Nigeria for a long time.
We are.
And you've enjoyed it enough for...
I did, though.
For us Americans.
We flogged Nigeria and we flogged Ghana well.
That's good. Welcome back. We're happy you did it. I'm happy.
Happy to be back.
You were able to
happy those malaria pills
and come back in one piece.
Happy those malaria pills kicked in. Yo, speaking of malaria pills, them shits is disgusting, bro.
If it's good, it has to be disgusting. If it's bad, I mean, it has to be. Wait, what?
I don't know what you're saying. You're drunk.
No.
You too much Zobo.
If the pill is if it's good for you, like it actually heals you, it don't taste disgusting. It's just
have you been drinking okokoko?
Fams, I was a sick child growing up. All this shit I had to take.
Do you know what that is? Is the Ghanaian liquor that they make?
It's
traditional liquor. It's made of Zobo.
Where did I see it?
It's like spiked Zobo.
Ghanaian restaurant the other
Yo,
day. When
it
you
is
said the name, I'm like, I've read that
so
somewhere before. I saw it at a restaurant.
dog. It is so good. I bumped into an old friend at an event out there in Ghana. And when I tell you that Okokoko hit at a certain point, I had to leave because I knew that if I would have stayed, things may have gone to a different place. So that drink was a very special drink, and I'm very thankful that my ancestors were like, "Guy, it's time to go home," because that Okokoko is a different something.
It's all over.
That's it. It's delicious. Imagine a Zobo that adds superpowers. Can you imagine?
Let me go home to my family.
It's like Street Fighter. You know when you play Street Fighter and you lose? Go home to your family. Go home and take care of your family.
Yo, no, I don't blame you. Once the bedroom was entering body.
Yeah, that Okokoko hit, man. It was good though.
And then you come back to the wahala that is America.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, your government is in a shutdown.
Do we even have a government right now?
Well, technically, we don't. We have people not getting paid they're going to get paid
That's so whack.
when things get back to normal.
It's so whack that we have people that are working government jobs post.
And they're saying it's going to affect tax returns. So people are now...
So whack, bro.
It's so, like... It's
There are
so
people
crazy.
That, live like their life and death is dependent on those payments.
No, of course. There are people living off credit cards right now. You know what I mean? And there's like kids going back to school and all that. So I could only imagine what like households are dealing with.
Shit's crazy.
But my thing is with your president, right?
Not my president.
The saying is always that you live long enough to see yourself become a villain, right? And I think your mans could only fake it on how much he doesn't care about the people that think he cares about them.
Let me just tell you, no matter how many times you call this guy my mans or say that he's my president,
Your big OG?
his toupee is your toupee.
Wow.
Not my toupee.
Wow.
That's all I can say.
Toupee. No.
Toupee. This is how you used to do.
Nah, but seriously, yeah, I really think your man's is like at some point you can't just fake like at some point it's like yo, you know how after a while you just
making this man you're doing his mannerisms
yeah,
right now.
Yeah, no, you just have to like he's gonna call somebody broke. Remember when LeBron lost that finals? It was like you guys have to go back to being broke and go back to your job.
Yes.
Like he was like, you know what, I'm tired of being humble. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to play basketball and make y'all love me. But you know what? F y'all. You know what I mean? Your man Trump, right, is gonna get to the spot where he's getting there. Like at first, it's like, yo, these people don't care about you. Me, the rich billionaire that got my money from my pops and stole everything and finagled and flip and all these things. I'm the one that understands your struggles. I'm the one that understands your stress, your struggles, all that. And after a while, it takes you. It's just a hard thing to fake, and it's gonna catch up to your boy.
We're all looking forward to today.
Like man's can't I can't. It's just gonna get there, and I think that's what the shutdown is. And it's just like you're not here for the people because he really wants this wall.
I don't want to go.
It goes from Mexico is gonna pay for it to you know what? Until y'all give me y'all monies, nobody getting shit. And that's what's happening here. That's literally what's happening here. And talking about not wanting to go somewhere, that's what topic we have to touch.
Wow, you mentioned touch, and I'm.
You should already know.
I'm already shook.
Know. The Pied Piper.
How will we survive this topic?
The what's it called of Chicago? What's his name? What are we gonna call him?
The Grand Rapist. Not the Grand Rapids, Michigan. The Grand Rapist, Michigan.
Rapist of the Midwest.
Yes, the Grand. Oh my goodness, he's disgusting.
The charlatan of Chicago.
I don't understand how this gentleman has been able to basically stay signed. The man is still signed to a recording contract as this episode.
No, their brand's still
this episode is live. And
like this
as you people are listening, this gentleman is still signed to his label. I'm not going to tell you who he's signed to. You have to Google it. but it's a very
Do your
prominent
Googles.
major record label. And the label has never, ever, ever taken into account that this man has been accused of being a child predator and a serial rapist for over 2 decades. The evidence has been out. He's been on camera. He's gone to trial. Like he's been confirmed of paying people off, from police to judges to parents, so they won't talk. And now there's this documentary that is on Lifetime right now, chronicling all of these things. And
Shout out to Dreamhampton.
shout outs to Dreamhampton, and other artists that have worked with this guy, his ex-wife, former slaves that
Former slaves.
former women that he had enslaved in his house, and other crazy places like warehouses and hotel suites and tour buses, and it's just crazy. Like, dude had an illegal marriage to another R&B artist that was underage. She was 14?
Well underage.
13, 14 at the time they got married, and he was having inappropriate relations with this girl. Like, and what's worse is that a lot of the people caping for this guy are parents. They have children. They have young daughters. These are, women that know that he's up to no good and will still ignore that in order to play his
Offer their
records.
child.
Some of these women offer their children to this guy. Religious leaders have played his music in church, knowing all this stuff that this guy has been accused of. It's just sick, man. I don't know what goes through.
Everybody got to go. People got to pay fines. People got to be in jail.
Dog, everyone's complicit. Labels,
Everybody
fans.
has to go. Stop playing this man's music. Stop giving this man time.
Oh my gosh.
Because the more his music gets paid, the more money he has. The more money he has, the more he's able to influence people to do certain things. Like we just gotta end this shit. We gotta cut ties. We gotta stop.
What surprised me is watching people that I am cool with on the timeline,
But it doesn't
showing their nyash.
I'm happy when people show their ash because it's needed. That's when shit like this happen, where in certain situation where a line has to be drawn, and saying, okay, I fuck with this or I don't fuck with this. Excuse my French. Do I curse a lot? By the way, I feel like no, right? Someone told me the other day I curse a lot, but we'll touch that on a different day. Certain topics when lines have to be drawn. If you're not saying I'm on this side, or you're I get both sides, or how come they're not going after white people? We have our own society and community as a race. We choose to call certain things out. When there's racism going on with a white person against a black person, we expect white people to speak on certain things, but that's their community. You know what I mean? If they don't, they don't. If they do, they do. You know what I mean? When a white person stands up and calls out another person being racist, okay, good shit. We have to police ourselves. We have to address certain things. And if we can kick something out, if we can put a face to something wrong and then start there and also bring it into our homes. Because everyone's saying, I have an uncle, or this person gives this person a similar vibe to this person. We have to call these things out. We have to speak against these things. If it's not, then it continues in our homes, it continues in our churches, and continues in our schools, and we create new monsters. So conversations like this have to be had. You have to have conversations like this with your daughters, your sons. Don't create a monster. Don't put them with a monster. Let them be able to know when a monster is being formed. You know what I mean? So all this. But please, when you see shit like this, keep your eyes and ears open so you know who the hell is bugging. Because some of the tweets I've seen by people I thought had common sense and just had common decency, they do not. They do not have common decency. What are you arguing about with a man that enslaves girls and has sex, a sex ring? What exactly do you think what are you standing for?
Son has been accused of running a child prostitution ring.
Frums, there's video of man's peeing on a child. Yes, there was a skit by Chappelle, but that shit is real. There's there's too many coincidences for you not to be all right, this man is a problem. The man's a problem. Last episode we listed R&B list, and we had to remove certain people because we should not celebrate certain things. Yes, you can take the man away from. You can people like, oh, I separate the art and the man and all that. Like, yes, we can do that for somebody who is rehabbed. Like somebody who is changed. If it's continuing, we got to step back. There's certain artists that have done wild shit, and it's like, all right, now they're cleaning up the act. Yes, we still remember that you did this. You're human, and you can grow from anything. But we know what it is that you can say, okay, I'm separating their past, and this is somebody's like. Let me put it like this: every single human being isn't one thing. There's more to every single human being. But this shit your man R. Kelly's doing, that's his lifestyle. Everything has to go. The man, the music, the trapped in the closet, all this shit. We just have to let this shit go.
Yep,
it's done. Like, please get mans out of here. Like, I'm tired of this topic. I didn't even think it'd be something people would discuss, but this is what's happening out here.
It is unfortunate. I was going through my library and I proudly couldn't find anything.
What? Robert's Curly?
Nothing.
Nah, get that man in jail. Let him
in my library.
Let somebody else tell him their bodies. My mind is telling me no. Let somebody else tell them that shit in jail, because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of hearing about R. Kelly being free and people like. It makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense.
People keep asking me, how is this guy free? I said, well, because he didn't try to, he didn't try to hold any white girls captive. So, they don't care.
Oh, it's different. It's very different.
Let him take one girl named Kellyanne hostage.
Ben.
Feds would have been locked him up. He'd have been with his brother.
Them braids would have been cut. First day, he would have had a Balding jail a long time
Step
ago.
in the name of jail. What do you do when you have girls locked up in a room? You step to jail.
Gotta get mans out of here.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Like that, I don't even know. I don't want to talk about
Yeah, I just hope that the man is brought to justice, and I pray that everyone that has been affected by this guy and his evil, just like every terrible thing that he has done to affect various lives. I hope that they somehow find their peace, because I can't even imagine.
Yeah, like it's just crazy.
Imagine.
Like, just imagine a child dealing with that shit, and it's just so sick thinking about parents and the enablers around him just because of his status or his songs. Like, it's sick. Well, we're gonna move to another artist. We'll go back to our continent of Africa, and we'll talk about Coachella's listing. We have, I think, three West African brothers in there, right? It might be more.
Indeed,
there might be more, but we had three that were. We had Idris Elba. He's on there. DJ
Idris Elba.
Okay. Stringer Bell from
The Wire.
We have Mr. Easy.
It's your boy Easy.
Njovu. We have your man Mr. Easy in the building.
Easy Frimpong.
And then you have Burner. Now, Burner, I don't know if you saw Burner's reaction on the gram. I feel like everybody has. Did you see it?
I did. And I saw the.
How do you feel about that?
No comment.
Got you.
But what I will say is,
I get it and I don't.
I think perception is a very interesting thing.
And do you think it was high when he posted it? Those are my two questions.
No comment again.
Okay.
Here's my opinion on that situation. My understanding is that having worked in the music industry for over a decade,
give them facts, give them numbers.
Having worked at booking agencies for years,
give them.
I know that when these festival lineups are posted and you see top billing, big fonts, headliners, You know, you see artists that are, you know, every artist that has an ego thinks they deserve to be at the top line.
Which is nothing wrong. Whatever you feel about yourself, like, that's cool.
What actually determines who ends up in that spot is not about who's actually the hottest necessarily. It's not about who's perceived to be the hottest necessarily. It's really about negotiating between booking agents and the festival organizers.
So you think there is a possible in which Burner could have been as big a font as the number one name for that? Because there are three big names.
I think that if...
So you think there's a world in which somebody, or Burner's mom is his manager, I'm guessing?
Yes.
That she could have finagled that?
I don't think she would have been able to, but I will say if...
Because I know he got a label out here. Right?
Sure. But having a label and having a booking agent are completely different things.
Okay.
Right? It's like you making the idea and then you bringing it to somebody to actually make that idea real. Okay. That's kind of how the shit between management and booking.
I don't see how Mans could have been one of the three names. So I feel like it might be something you got to crawl before you walk. You know what I mean? You crawl before you walk then.
I agree with that too. But
like
again,
he's a giant in Africa, but being a giant in Africa doesn't make you a giant in the world.
I agree. I think that his vision for Africa and African artists is definitely important. I definitely understand.
I get it.
I understand what his goal
Lay the
is.
groundwork.
But I also think that, again, because a lot of these artists don't really understand how the business as a whole works.
Lay the groundwork, bro.
There's a lot of artists that think having a manager, having a label, that's it. They don't understand. They don't understand touring. They don't.
Sorry, bro.
Having a
I'm
booking.
a huge
If you had
Burner fan, bro. Well, it makes I get that it's like, yo, I'm big out here, right?
Yeah.
Right? But you're in a different league.
Yeah.
And once you start playing for them white girls in Coachella.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure if you, you should be well aware of, this is my thing, right? And this is why I rock with Easy and Easy's camp. They always seem to have the next step or the next goal in which they want to accomplish.
Because they're strategists.
Boom. And whenever people call you smart or call a brand smart or call a brand aware, it's because of who they associate themselves with.
Correct.
Right? Like, once you start doing the same certain shit, it's like, okay, you're around certain people. Mm-hmm. When Kanye was saying dumb shit, we knew Kanye got the wrong people around him.
Of course.
Right? So we're going to credit you not only for your talent to create whatever content, but we're also going to credit you for who you put around you. Mm-hmm. Right? So Burner, strategist-wise, and I know his social team is doing this. I know Burner's a strong-willed person, and he's going to do what he wants to do, right? Mm-hmm. But you're talking about you're representing a continent. You got to move with a gang. A continent is 54 plus countries with different languages, different you're not doing that shit alone. You can't even represent Nigeria alone. You know
if you're the strongest person in your camp, you're in a weak camp.
You're very, very weak. You know what I mean? Because once you're absent, then your camp falls because there are no other strong people around you, right?
Yeah.
So now, we should all be well aware. African artists should be well aware of Coachella, not because of what it is, because of the acts that just last year we had the Whiskey drama, right? So that means Afrobeat, you would know what the fuck is going on. That Coachella is a big thing. Whiskey couldn't make it, and everything went wild. Instagram and Twitter was wild. Where's Whiskey? Is he coming back next weekend? Whiskey didn't show. So it's known what it is. Beyonce killed that shit last year. Beyonce was one of the three names.
Facts. But Beyonce also has a team around her.
That's what I'm saying.
That if she wasn't...
You can't tell me that if Beyonce would be one of the names in which Burner would be comparable to. And I am a huge Burner Boy fan.
I am a big Burner Boy fan too.
But talent doesn't mean everything. There are niggas on the train that sing better than people on TV.
Again, everything you're saying is correct.
Right.
But I also want to reiterate the fact that an artist's influence on a certain community does not reflect what actually shows up on a festival flyer. It is all about your agent and what your agent is able to negotiate. I've literally fought
how Burner would have been one of the three big names.
He wouldn't have. But
And
I fought.
He's not even the smallest font in there.
But again, like that's what I'm saying. I fought with festival organizers to get artists that didn't deserve the big name.
Bigger names.
So I think that it is possible in an alternate universe that Burner could have been one of those big names. The problem is, I don't know any agent that would have fought for that for him, because the difference between a Burna Boy and a Beyonce and a Bruno Mars is that Bruno Mars and Beyonce could go to any festival in China, and fans would be singing word for word.
Ball out.
Word for word.
Ball the fuck
They
out.
could go to Antarctica.
Fans that know English.
Fans that don't know English. Michael Jackson could have gone to Sri Lanka, and kids that don't understand a lick of English would know all of his lyrics in English.
That's not like Burner has the potential for these. Burner's so fucking talented. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
Burner's so talented. Like he has the potential to break.
And he sells out venues. This is not a diss. Like Burner sells shit out.
No.
Burner sold out.
New York.
Burner sold out
Burner
Irving.
moved. Burner,
Yes.
Trust me, Burner is nice.
But selling out Irving Plaza to a bunch of Africans and keeping the attention of a whole bunch of white girls
I
that wear
need y'all
Indian
to know,
headdresses.
all these people in your comments on IG talking about we move or we out to Coachella, they're not coming
They're
to
not
Coachella.
flying out. Once they realize how much that
don't
Airbnb
even-
costs that week,
They don't know how much Coachella
they
is.
don't leave their Instagram, bruh. These are
Fams.
people, the same people that said, "Oh, I'll be in Nigeria and Ghana this Christmas."
Fams,
stayed
they don't.
home.
People were complaining about Burner's ticket prices in Lagos.
Yeah, it was.
They need to go see those Coachella numbers.
Yeah, a lot of these people will be watching on YouTube.
Fams, I'm Burner. Figure it out. I don't know. Giant of Africa, yes, but there's room to grow.
Definitely an African giant, but definitely still needs a good booking agent.
So much room to grow, and it's just like I get it. Self-worth is beautiful.
I always tell.
There's the yo. This is the last time y'all gonna put my name in that font.
Sure, but
After I show up at this event, y'all gonna see what's up. There's that.
But the festival organizers don't really give a fuck.
No, I get. They take his name off. Nothing changes.
Literally nothing changes. So my advice again is, hey, artists, if you think you're really that
That's
guy,
what I'm saying. Tell them like, yo, next
sure you
year
have
or
a
next
team
time
around.
I come, y'all gonna have to put my name bigger because.
or make sure you have a team around you that will fight for those privileges for you, because nobody owes you anything in this
Yeah,
game.
when you agree to it, be like, yo, I know how y'all be doing the names. Where's
That's
my name?
literally the job of
That's-
a booking agent.
Yeah.
That's literally the job of a booking agent. So I don't know who his agent is, but my advice would
Somebody's
be,
gonna say we don't have self-respect to be arguing this, but
I mean,
there's just where's the damn
Look,
flyer? Let me
first of all, anybody that would say that has clearly not worked in the music industry, so they wouldn't be able to say that. I'm coming from a place of having actually negotiated,
Let's see the name.
having actually
I'm gonna see-
negotiated.
we're gonna say the names.
sizes of names
We're gonna
on
say the
on
names.
festival
No, I
flyers,
know. I'm not
including
questioning
Coachella.
The
in
names
past
before
years.
Burner include Sophie Tucker, John Hopkins, Gucci Gang, which is Gucci
Gucci
Mane and
Mane, Lil Pump, and Smoke Perp.
Perp, right? K-Tronda.
Yep, K Tronada is way bigger.
K-Tronada, I'm sorry.
Way bigger than Burna.
Unknown Mortal Orchestra. Pusha T.
Way bigger than Burna.
Blood Orange.
Okay, who's way? Well, I'll say he's known as well.
So maybe booking agent.
Book agent for sure.
Right.
That's W.
Her.
Yeah, duh. Way bigger than Burna.
Playboy Cardi.
Way bigger than Burna.
YG.
Way bigger than Burna.
Cerez D.
Who? Wait, let me see. Yeah.
Bill
another
and Francis.
Yep. Way bigger than
Churches.
Burna. Way bigger than Burna.
Bad Bunny.
Way bigger than Burna.
Gessa Philistine.
Gesaffelstein.
Whatever that
Way
is.
bigger than Burna.
Zed.
Way bigger than Burna.
Khaled.
Way bigger than Burna.
And then Ariana Grande.
Cool. So I don't see how any of the names that precede Burna in that list, I don't know any. I mean, aside from maybe like Cerez, whatever you said that guy,
Cerez D.
I don't know any other name that Burna could have been swapped for, because all those artists are bigger than him. And I rock with Burna, and I'm a huge fan of Burna, and I think he's going to do so many wonderful things for African music.
He is nice with it. Like,
But
all he
I
needs
just
is the
think-
platform.
I think that some of the ego is misplaced, and it comes from a very valid place. Like, a lot of these artists are just now starting to see international embrace of their craft and their art, and with that comes a little like, I told you so. Like, y'all should have known that this was gonna come. And my only advice to them is like, exercise a little more patience. Like, y'all here now.
They got to go see the crowd. They should have seen the crowd that was watching Beyonce play.
Yo, but Beyonce's Beyonce.
No,
dog.
that's what I'm saying. They didn't even move. It wasn't even. They didn't even enjoy it. It's white girls, bro.
That ego is exactly the reason why it's taken so long for some of these artists to get to where they are right now.
Burner is doing it in spite of that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry. His ego is part of who he is. His talent is just so fucking.
His handlers have done so well up until this point. I hope they continue to do well.
They're doing well.
I hope he continues to succeed and he continues to win.
I pray he works on his set and it's visually and spiritually and musically just amazing.
I just want to remind the artists: your ego is not your amigo. We want to see you win. We want to
see
with
the deadlines.
We want to see y'all win. We want to see y'all impact the culture globally.
I want Burner to win so fucking, because that man is talent.
Just put the ego aside.
Talent.
Don't kill the momentum before it even starts. We are here. We know the wave is here.
Somebody gonna tell me I'm bugging, but that's how I feel about it.
Look, anybody that's gonna tell you you're bugging is still blogging from their mom's house, so it's fine.
Wow. Well, I don't know if they.
Anyways,
it's nice in there. I can't judge them. Live your best life, people. But yeah, that's it. We gotta do music.
Agreed. Is there anything else that happened this week?
There's a few things that happened, but that was. This is what I think is in the forefront right now. The government shutdown is huge. So peace and love to every single person. I've heard people are calling sick now, and TSA members are calling sick because at the end of the day, you're not getting paid. You know what I mean? Like, shit is getting real. You got to look out for yourself. You are getting, because somebody's going to tell me they're getting paid, but when the government shuts down, they're going to get retroactive. But who knows?
Yeah, they may
it's past. Once it passed 2 weeks, there's the check not coming. That's that. It's so.
Is the United States turning into Nigeria? Like, what's happening?
It's not there yet. It's a long way from there, but
shit's crazy, dog.
There's a magnet in the middle somewhere that's on, like. Farms. Again, we need the West African passports.
ECOWAS teens.
Shout out to you were moving with the West African Voltron, we see. I'll leave it at there. All my regular folks, you see us, right? We out here in America are struggling. We're out here trying to put the beans on top of the rice.
Shout out to the Wave Squad, you know what I'm saying?
And Tunde is in the motherland moving with the wave.
Shout outs to,
carrying waves upon the beaches of Lagos.
Lovey, Abby.
To East Legon.
TJ, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shout out to our guy TJ.
Shout out.
Mr. Twira.
Shout out.
Twira Sports.
Josina.
Who?
I'm just shouting people out in the way.
I don't know these people. I know TJ.
Jubril.
I know TJ. I don't know Jubril.
You know Jubril?
No.
Malik's.
Sorry. Yes. Shout out to you. My Binu. No vex.
Who else?
Shout out to our Auntie Lovey.
Oh yeah, Auntie Lovey.
Lovey shows me love. Shout out to
Auntie
the rest of them.
Auntie Yvonne as well, for sure.
Okay, I don't know her personally.
Yeah, she's there.
But I rocks with her. I love stand-up comedian and she's actually funny. I love funny people. For a person that's done stand-up, I appreciate a good stand-up.
Can't forget Auntie Bazoma as well.
I don't know her either.
She's great.
I think she's absolutely dope.
She's wonderful.
But until I know these people, I don't know them. I'm sorry.
Her and her mom are fire.
Okay.
Mama boss.
Me or mom.
They are great.
I can't be out here giving...
No. I'm just saying.
They are
the reason why I understand why she was 18.
They gave you the Ghana love.
Guy. When I tell you...
Are you gonna go back to Ghana?
Oh, well done. High five. That was a good one. Oh, guy. You don't get enough credit for your jokes.
I try. These bad jokes take a good amount of time.
I agree with you.
Bad, good.
I'm
here all weekend.
Honestly, I can't tell you right now.
Oh, bad jokes with Tune and Bauer.
You are now tuned in to Bad Jokes with Tune and Bauer. Tune in next week for I Just Got Back, a series.
I saw a really good one on Twitter. It was a really good one.
What do you see? Show me.
I took a screenshot of it because I had to send it to Navin. You know Navin loves the bad jokes.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, shout outs to Navin, DJ Kilakev, and Chanel, our favorite married couple.
Hey.
Abby.
Shout outs to them.
Shout outs to them. So it says Canadian. Let's watch a movie. American. Have you seen Titanic?
Lo.
And then Canadian, what's that about? And then it goes, American goes, yes, it was a huge one that sank. But you got to say the Canadian way. Was that a boat? So it's like, was that a boat? And then it goes, yes, it was a huge one that sank.
That's funny.
Fouls.
It's so bad, it's good.
It's so bad, he got threats.
Wow.
For that joke. The joke, he wrote this in 2016. He's still getting threats from Canadians today.
That's amazing.
So, but yeah.
Shout outs to people that really like take the time to profess a bad joke. Yo, you have a special place in my heart.
No, you do, bruv. You do. Like, to own the bad jokes. You have to, like, come on.
Shout outs to everybody that will never make it to Caroline's on Broadway, but will make everybody in their living room laugh. We see
With
y'all.
awkwardness. Like, yeah, this was bad.
Like, damn, he thought that was funny. That's crazy. Wow. It's crazy.
So, yes, music time. Oh, shout outs to, like, I just want to say this to all the artists that see we're showing them love and give us love back. Big up to yourself. Our artist, my song of the week last week, showed us love on Instagram.
Dolly Bernie.
Yes.
He's a good guy.
Big up to
Shout outs to him.
So I have my song. I don't know if you have your song.
Oh, no, you can't go first again. It's okay.
You want me to go first?
Absolutely.
All right. So I'm going to go with another. Oh, wow. Is that your song?
Sorry.
Is that your song? Is that what's going on here?
No.
You can call from your Yakubian friends? Is that what's going on? We're not judging your lifestyle. So, my song is from the artist King Plu.
Wow.
PLU. Mans is known for his Plu mixes. He can rap. Like, he can legit rap. I'll tell you that right now. Ninja brother, he can for real rap. So he came up with I think he dropped a single weeks back, and I like it. I like it, and I said I've been bumping it, and now it's time for me to share love. But you have to, guys, if you have a chance, go on King Plu's page. Right, he raps over everything. Every damn thing. Igbo guy, he just be out here rapping over everything. You know, Igbo people, once they're good at something, they just have to, the world has to know.
That's it.
Africa, Odikwa serious.
Odikwa.
Serious.
Wow.
One them. Nobody called you no Igbo names. They didn't give you no Igbo nicknames.
They did, but
home.
I just rejected them.
You rejected it.
I did. I respect my ancestors too much.
Wow.
So I didn't want any fake lion print on my chest.
So anyway, I'm going to let that go. The song is called How Deep.
Wow. Oh my goodness, that's inappropriate. Especially because
and it says, is it love or is it lust? But yeah, it's on all platforms. I've seen Spotify. I've seen Tidal. I've seen Google Play. I've seen Apple Music. Hi-Hat Radio. Pandora. Amazon. iTunes. And everything else. But yeah, search King Plu, How Deep. That's my song of the week. And here it goes.
How deep is your loving? How deep is your love? How deep is your attraction? How deep is your attraction? See the love I spend money. See how this act you don't know this.
How deep is your love? I just wanna know, been peeping your subs. I'm trying to kick it, what's up? Why I gotta dig deep in my pockets and stuff? I know I gotta spoil and adore you. First off, gotta know if you loyal. Before you get the keys and the passcode, gotta make sure we not ordering oil. Is it love? Is it lust? This conversation is a must. Gotta figure out the fundamentals before we get sentimental. Is it super or superficial? Is it real or a superstition? Is it just on the surface? Or embedded in your genes, your true
How
religion?
deep is your loving? How deep is your attraction? See the love I spend money. See I decide you don't know this.
What do you think?
It's a vibes.
It's a vibe. Oh, we put the S in there.
It's a vibes.
Multiple vibes.
With a Z.
Oh, we take. Oh,
It's the vibes.
for the streets.
It's the vibes.
For the man them.
For the man them, the girl them.
Shit.
It's a good stuff.
Shout out to you, King Clue.
You know, it's a good things.
Are you ready for your song of the week? Cause you were in Nigeria, man. You got to put us on to some flames.
So-
I don't know. Are you gonna go all T with it?
I might have to do 2 songs though.
Oh, wow,
I might have to do 2.
double.
I might have to do it.
Both sides of the cassette. Okay.
So
The A and the B side.
the first song I'm going to drop
Bish.
is actually instrumental stuffs.
Oh, we're catching vibes.
Yes, it's by my guy Saz on the beats.
Oh.
So when we
Oh.
were in Lagos,
Sass.
I told you we were in Lagos. We found Flash.
Splash.
Flash.
Ah, I thought you said splash. Don't need splash.
I need to
Yes,
go
so
splashing.
we saw Flash.
we found Flash, y'all. He's real.
He's a genuine person. He's
real
like he's real.
dog. When I'm telling you, he walked up to me, and I said, "Yo, what's good?" He goes, "Yo, I'm Flash," and I go, "Flash," and then I remember that we found Flash
Right.
on the podcast,
And then you found him in real life.
and then he was found in real
And
life.
then you saw his face.
I'm a believer
And you're a believer, not a trace.
of doubt in my mind. Wow, heart. Wow, you just you
Is it mine? It's mine though.
Doubt in my mind.
Wow.
How can you have doubt in your heart?
You can have that in your house.
Doubt in your heart.
Yes, like
Doubt.
there's doubt in your heart.
Are you okay?
Like people who doubt God. It's not
People
it's their
doubt God
hearts. Yeah,
and
there are
reject
people who
it.
doubt God in their hearts.
Sorry, I feel sorry for them.
You know, God is more than mind.
God is more than mind.
Ooh, that would be a fire.
It would be a very sweet
God is
song.
more than mind.
God, our God is more than mind you. He is also for the heart. I don't know where your beat is, but we're here.
All right, that's it.
So, found Flash, and
Okay.
then, you know,
Chopped it up with
basically chopped
SARS.
up with SARS, and he was telling me about a project that he's about to put out. It's essentially a beat tape called SARS Is Not Your Mate. SIS.
Yes, I think I saw him tweet about it, right?
It's called SARS Is Not Your Mate. So one of the records that really caught my attention, it's just a bunch of beats, but one of the beats that really caught my attention is called Hello Africa Rhythm. It is a very, very sweet tune. So I'm going to play that first. And then, you know, just put y'all on to the new project from SARS called SARS Is Not Your Mate. So here it is.
Hello, Africa. Tell me how you doing. Hello, Modala. Tell me how you doing. Hello, Africa. Tell me how you doing. Hello, Africa.
All right, boom. That is Hello Africa.
Uncle
Rhythm
Saz.
from Uncle
Is that how
SARS.
you feel?
Say fire something?
Is that how you are feeling?
SARS is not your mate, y'all.
Who pissed you off?
I'm telling you, there's some
Bros.
producers that
Bros.
they just, you know.
Bros. It's relax
There's-
now.
I so what I told Spin all this when I saw him in Nigeria. I said, look, there are some producers in Nigeria that don't get enough credit for being the innovators they are and as versatile as they are. SARS is definitely up there.
He's made less.
Very much so. Spells is another one.
Spells
Definitely another one.
Spells. I love his drop. Spells. I gotta tell you a joke. My coworker, B, put him on Afro beats.
Kidominant is another one.
Kidominant.
Killer Tunes is another one. Killer Tunes is disgusting.
I gotta hear more of Killer Tunes.
There's a few of them. Anyways, yeah.
That's song one. Before you get to song two, my coworker be doing his own thing, listen to song. He goes, yo, there's this girl, bro. She making a lot of money.
Oh God.
I'm like, who? He gonna say Legendary Beats. Because the drop is a girl's voice.
No.
So she thinks Legendary Beats is a female artist.
No.
Absolutely.
Legendary Beats. La.
Oh.
La.
Sing it. That's
crazy.
a Ghanaian artist too.
You like the way you
See how Aqua got your man switching up?
Can you relax?
Aqua got your man switching up, guys.
Aquaba, guys.
It went from West Coast tune to wave tunes.
To East Legon tune.
East Legon.
West Coast tune, East Legon tune. It's crazy.
Wow. It's here.
Wow.
8 hours apart.
I'm still Nigerian. You know, 'cause I still say work. I don't say work.
Facts. But give it time.
You can't say I'm
A couple more shito,
No. I'm okay.
and you're gonna be calling pasta.
No. I'm still, I'm still eating Paco.
The money turned the pasta into pasta.
Wow.
Eh?
But they will not tell us Ghana
The
must
money
go in
turned the
Jesus'
work
name.
into work.
You will not. Your destiny will not be carried in Ghana must go in Jesus' name.
The money turned Bawa into Bawa.
Wow.
When you finish, go and take a shower.
Wow.
Ma. Hey, shawarma.
Your girlfriend's name is Hawa.
Hey. Wow.
Hausa girl.
Wow.
Well done.
Next song. I hope the person you're talking about hears this.
No, sorry, I don't know her.
I bet you thought that line was about you.
Wow. Thank you, Janet Jackson.
That was a bar right there I gave
It
you.
was a very much a bar. Second song I decided to premiere this evening is from two vocalists that you may or may not know.
Okay.
One is signed to Maven.
Oh.
The other is a young R&B vocalist,
Okay.
a very sweet babe.
Okay.
Her voice is like a canary. No response, that's it. Just canary.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
Canary yellow.
Yes. So the song is called Bamilo,
Mm.
which in Yoruba means "Come with me." Is by the sweet Tolani
Okay.
featuring Adik Baby Ricardo Banks.
Mm.
I want to know how you think about the song. I want to play some of it for
Play
you.
it for me, I beg.
It's not out yet, too, but by the time this song will be out very soon. Just take a peek at it.
So we're playing it. So you can't drop this episode until the song comes up.
No, I can drop the episode.
With the
But
song.
I'm only going to play a few seconds.
Okay, don't get in trouble. Ricardo got the goons.
Are we ever going to be more than just friends? You casually call me baby. Arami walana. Tori waleni talk me on for so long, too long. I've been waiting for you to feel the same for so long. Wait too long. Come on closer, let me whisper in your ear. Will you be mine?
Hey.
It's been so long, baby. I've been waiting for the sign.
Ricardo is the one that said, "Where were you?"
I just
Yeah,
might
when
go
he-
leave me up. I hope it's so
Fams,
wrong, baby.
that bar, if he wrote that song, Ricardo is the man for life. Because The flow in that shit was so clean.
He's talented. He got signed off. He got signed off of his lyricism.
Man, who's the one that just left Maven?
They just left Maven?
Yeah, one of them just left Maven.
I'm not sure.
It's either there's Ricardo and there's the other one with the hair.
Corey.
Corey is the one with the hair, right? That we're doing the different hairstyles.
Here.
I think Ricardo left, bro. Yeah, he left. Banks Music CEO. Yeah, he left. He has his label now. Yeah.
He was signed to Maven. Now he's independent.
He's under Banks Music. Banks Music Co.
Wow, he joined them. Wow. So his 5-year contract expired. Good for him.
He made them some money. But yes, so those are 2 dope ass songs. I already have my song for next week. I feel like I should bless with 2 songs, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna hand it. I want to pick one more song.
One more song now.
Our sisters, Van Jess. And I feel like maybe
I always say that they are one record away from a smash.
Yes.
One.
They got the voice, they got the look, they have the history of recording acts. The last album was Fuego. And I feel like we owe them like big shout outs. We haven't given them enough love on this show.
I agree. Shout out to Van Jess.
Van Jess, yes.
The record, so Touch the Floor, one of my favorite records from them.
Okay.
With Masego. Very good record. I've heard it in the United States. I've heard it in Europe. I've heard it in Africa. So they definitely get love.
I like the joint with Gold Link as well.
I agree. That's also another good one. My hope is that they could create more records that...
I love their work ethic because I don't know. I've known of them for a minute, and obviously it's just been growth since I've heard of them, and it's just been constant, leveling up. So shout out to Van Jess. I don't know. I feel like there's been many episodes we put them in the topics, and we just never get to it. But shout out to Van Jess. I'm happy that as we're starting the new year, we're closing out the show with them. Hopefully, we're able to in time talk about them more and then include them in the show more often. But shout out to you ladies. Keep doing what you do.
Lit. And so
what song would we?
Well, whatever song you pick, we're going to close out the show with it.
I like Gold Links because Gold Link was repping Nigeria one time. I don't know why. He was putting the flag and all that. I don't even think he went. But we'll go with the Through Enough with Gold Link.
City conversation. Clear you on a mission. All that came from Mars back to the sun. Don't mean much for this one, I need a little bit more space, yeah. Maybe one thinking from this grace, yeah. Ooh, my heart ain't making it through. Another break has been loose. I gotta set the rules before you coming at me. Don't take me ransom, babe. I've been through enough fire. Need more than action, babe. Yeah, I've been through enough fire. Don't take me ransom, babe. I've been through enough fire. Need more than action, babe. Yeah, I've been through enough fire. Through enough fire. Heavy ammunition. every God will stay up, babe. I need a little bit more space, yeah. They want to get from this grace, yeah. Ooh, my heart ain't making it through. Another break has been loose. I've gotta set the rules before you come in at me. Don't take me ransom, babe. I've been through enough fire. Need more than action, babe. Yeah, I've been through enough fire. Don't take me ransom, babe. I've been through enough fire. Need more than action, babe.
Crazy nigga with the confidence, Sean Don and proper tense. You can dance to my pain and we can talk a bit, or we can go up to a mountain and I park the whip. Gorgeous titties, niggas mad, my old chick mad, my new chick mad, man, everybody mad at me. My mama be hot, local niggas be sick, so many niggas mad that I should call this shit Mad TV. DC Summers playing vivid on and on in my head. Run the city rampant, never left my city for dead. See, I'm a cool black pimp, play a version of a rapper, but I'm smooth with the lyrics and I'm cool with the bitches. And I got a big ego like Beyonce, and I should pray a little harder like the church say. I got verses, always got a cursing. Killing rappers, I should start by driving hearses. Baby, that's cool, right? Yeah.
Don't take me ransom, babe. I've been through enough fire. Need more than action, babe. Yeah, I've been through enough fire. Don't take me ransom, babe. I've been through enough fire. Need more than action, babe. Yeah, I've been through enough fire.
It's all over.